Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and this is our first look show. I got to tell you, we're like super ready to bounce back here. This was like a very disappointing day in the prop betting world for the play-in tournament. I think Jordy and I were talking about it. I think we just got like a little too pumped for the play-in, like because man, it was a bummer. Like Golden State, it's like what's even going on there, man? Like the Pelicans game was actually pretty entertaining. That was like a fun game versus the Lakers. Yeah, dude, we just need to get back on the right track here. We're just dropping 2 picks tonight for first look because we're not like absolutely crazy about what's on the board, but we're definitely gonna have more plays for you tomorrow in the daily show. So we have 2 plays for you. Before we get started though, if you haven't signed up for Prize Picks yet, use the promo code at the bottom of the screen. They're gonna match your first deposit. If you haven't signed up for Underdog yet, use code BACKDOOR, and they're going to give you a deposit match, and they're going to give you some instant pick'em specials, which are some discounted plays that'll help you get started off on the right foot. There's a link in the description of the video for both of those if you guys want to sign up. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. You want notifications on so you don't miss these plays. They do get bumped and removed pretty quickly sometimes, especially when we have a lot of juice on the DFS optimizer. Those plays move fast. But also, if you guys don't mind, do us a favor and like the video again. Just takes you a split second. Hook us up there. We really appreciate it. It's the best way to support the channel. All right, so these are the plays we're going to be covering for tonight, and then we'll get into our recap real fast, which I don't want to take too much time on. But so I'm going with tonight. I do like Ayo Dosunmu over 3.5 assists. I'm getting this line at 3.5 on both Prize Picks and Underdog. So stoked for that. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, I'm taking Jaime Jaquez Jr. for over 2.5 rebounds. I cannot believe this line is a thing, but yeah, I'm thrilled to take this. So
yeah, I feel like we're getting some, like, especially with these 2 plays, some decent value here. All right, so let's talk about this recap real fast. I'm just going to rip through it because, first of all, Herbert Jones, man, the play everybody was on.
let the world down today.
Yeah, man, 0 rebounds. We needed 3.5, so that didn't work out. That was from my daily show pick. And then Draymond Green took him for over 14.5 rebounds and assists. Felt really good about this play as well. He only went for 9. Trey Murphy, he ended up starting slow, but he ended it somewhat strong. So he gave us the push there at 16 points and rebounds. And then Brandon Pajemski, 3.5 rebounds. My Prize Picks is showing 5, but I'm pretty sure he went for like 8 by the end of the game. So better luck. I had better luck in the night video for sure than the day show picks. Were just all over the place. Very weird first day of the play-in tournament. How'd you do, bro?
Not great.
Not great either. Yeah, it's just one of those days, man.
Yeah, I went 1-3. It was a rough one, man. Like, I took 80's points over 24.5 in that first video, and probably not a lot of people ended up taking that line because he had a taco that came out at 20.5. He didn't hit that either. He 0.5 the world tonight on that taco. He went for 20. Just a terrible performance on his end. He had plenty of opportunities. Like, he just missed so many easy layups that are like so unlike him to miss. So I mean, if he would have hit all his shots, he would have had like a 35-point game and been totally fine. But he did pretty terrible in the shooting, and he missed a bunch of free throws. Like, just terrible performance. But they still got the win, so I guess it wasn't that bad. But thanks to, big man getting hurt, Zion. But Wiggins, I took him for over 1.5 threes. He hit 1, but the Warriors, man, they looked nothing like the Warriors tonight. I don't know what that was.
I never found it.
Yeah,
that was rough to watch.
I took Clay's props in a lot too, and he went 0 for 10, so literally nothing hit for him when it came to points / anything. But in the day show, I thought Chris Paul would get way more opportunity than he did in this game. I was a little disappointed in how little he played. I seen a meme. It was like Chris Paul finally found the only way to beat the Warriors. And I was like, it's pretty brutal, but he didn't play great when he was in there either. But he only got 3 assists, so he got pretty close. We needed him for over 5.5 though, so not close enough. D'Lo, he hit. He played great. We took his first half points over. He went for, I think, 14 in the first half. He had a great first half. He actually went for 15, and that was a really chippy, fun game that had the real playoff vibe going because they
Yeah.
had that game right before that game. So that was a thrill. I loved watching that game. I was actually kind of happy to see the Lakers win because now we have like a villain in the playoffs because not a lot of people like the Lakers, but that was fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Pelicans could end up sneaking in there. We'll see, Pelicans or the Kings. So it's going to be interesting. It's very interesting. And my God, I'm sure I talked about it on the channel before, but this absolutely played out for the Suns exactly how I was hoping, with the Timberwolves falling to the 3 spot, and then the Clippers and Mavs matching up in the round 1. So one of those are already out. Like, we're good to go.
That's
I hope
be a series. I cannot wait for that series.
Yeah, dude, that's going to be amazing. And fingers crossed. I'm hoping the Clippers just get the Mavs out of there. I know there's some Mavs fans out there, and I say that from a place of respect because the Mavs are scary. So I want someone to get them out of here now. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got
nonetheless.
Yeah. But yeah, I got the matchup I want in the Wolves.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So I guess let's get into these plays because these are pretty solid. I'm stoked about these. Before we do, though, if you guys haven't checked out Daily Grind yet, they make the DFS optimizer. They make all sorts of really cool DFS tools like the AI slip generator, which creates correlated slips for you and emails them to you. It lets you know as soon as they put it out. It's really awesome. Really good for esports. Once football is back, it'll be great for football. And yeah, I think it also works for NHL, soccer maybe. But if you guys want to check out their tools, go to dgfantasy.com. Just put in code BACKDOOR. They're going to give you 25% off your first month. You can apply that to any of the tools or all of the tools. My favorite is the DFS optimizer just because I use it all day, every day. All right, let's talk about Ayo Dosunmu. If we take a look at the over-under here, we have a 221.5 over-under with the Bulls favored by 3. We don't really need to be concerned about like a blowout scenario in the play-in tournament to the point where they're benching starters or guys who can contribute. So I am feeling good about this. Keep in mind he does have a questionable tag right now, but all reports are that he's going to be playing this game, and I think that's part of the reason we're getting this line at just 3.5. He's dealing with a quad injury. But yeah, when they last talked to him, he's optimistic that he'll be good to go for Wednesday. But they do still have him listed as questionable. So if you're uncomfortable with that, just fade it. But I think if we do get confirmation that he'll be in, this will probably not go too crazy, but they might bump it up to 4. So I'm going to go ahead and take the opportunity to lock this in. They're 18th in assists allowed. The Hawks are. So, I mean, it is a little bit of a tough matchup for him as far as the head-to-head goes. Last game, he didn't get it done, but you can see he's very capable. February 12th, he went for 7. When they played back on the day after Christmas, he went for 4. So we just need him to go for 4. What makes me feel comfortable taking this play, though, is if you look at what he's done over the last 5 games straight, I love this. Averaging 35.6 minutes per game, only 2.8 fouls. We know he's a pretty solid defender, so he gets to keep his time on the floor, which I'm always looking for a little bit of defense in my props. And it's not because I aim for that. It's because that just tends to be the case. You get these guys who have really consistent minutes. It's usually because they're pretty solid on defense. They're contributing on both sides of the ball. That's Dosunmu. So yeah, 35.6 minutes a game over the last 5, only 2.8 fouls. So he's keeping his game clean. If you look at the potential assists, he's averaging 7.4 potential assists. So if guys are putting down their shots, he'll be good to go. He did get this done against New York and Orlando, which are tough matchups. Got 6 against Minnesota, but he's got back-to-back games with 8 potential assists. So I think that he can get us 4 is all we need. So I'm feeling good about that, but just definitely keep an eye on his questionable tag currently. But all reports are saying that he should be good to go. So we'll see how it goes there. But I'm going to roll it in a few. If we hop over to the DFS optimizer, where are you at? I had him on here. Let me just pull him back up. All right. So they have his assist juice to go over pretty heavily, 53.02% odds to hit the over. They have it at a -131. I think because of that questionable tag, everyone's rolling this out at 3.5, and it looks like all the juice is for it to go over. We have all the way up to minus 145 in some cases, nothing less than minus 122, a lot of minus 130s. So I'm feeling good about this because, that's a low line for him. I think it's got to be because of the questionable tag. So yeah, that's going to cover my play. If you guys are interested in checking out Outlier here, it's very helpful to vet out plays with all the statistical analysis they provide. You can check matchups, injury reports. You can take key players out of the game if they're missing the game, and you can see what the player you're taking does while that other player's out. They just offer so much, and they're just giving all of our viewers a free trial. So 7 days to use it and really get to know it before you decide whether or not you want to subscribe. So definitely take advantage of that. Just go through the link in the description of the video, and they're going to give you 7 days to give this thing a test run. All right, Jordy, I'm passing it over to you, bro.
All right. Yeah, so I'm going to be covering this Jaime Jaquez play. This is one that I would feel really comfortable, honestly, going and bumping up on chalkboard, like no problem, because 2.5 is really low. But that leads me to my next point. If you guys want to try chalkboard, definitely go check them out. I didn't win jack on anything today because it was just a bad day, man. It happens. You have those humbling days. Like, I actually hit 2 League of Legends slips today, so that kind of balanced me out for the day. Thank God Almighty that I hit those, because it was a really gnarly day. But yeah, so I mean, it happens. But chalkboard, I'm gonna be trying it again tomorrow. If you guys want to try it with me, go use code backdoor at checkout. It's a lot of fun over there though, man. Like, you can bump these plays up to a crazy number. You can even cover your plays with shield play. And if you're a guy who just likes to play, like little 3 or 4 mans, and you want to take a bunch of super safe plays and you can bump the lines down, you can do that as well. So definitely go check them out. Use code backdoor at checkout. There's a link in the description for that. So yeah, Jaime Jaquez, this line seems super low. I mean, 2.5, he's gone over this in 12 out of his last 20 games. These games where he's missed it, he's had really weird things going on with his minutes. 18 minutes, 12 minutes, 12 minutes, 14 minutes. And then there's some games where he plays 31 minutes and he's missed it. It all just depends. You know how it goes. But in the head-to-head, he's hit this 4 out of 4 times. 10, 9, 9, and 4. So I'm loving what I'm seeing from this play. It's a great rebounding matchup too. 25th in rebounds allowed to small forwards, giving up 8 a game. And it shows on paper because the dude has had insane rebounding games against them. He had 18 rebound chances in the one game he played them. And the last game where he had his lowest number, he had 7 rebound chances. So all of that'll work. Over the last 5 games, he's gone over this 4 out of his last 5. So I feel great about this play. There's not too much I have to say about it. It is juiced to go under on daily grind, but this is one of those things where I feel like tomorrow you'll see this be juiced to go over. Sometimes the late night odds makers are just very odd. But I feel great about Jaime Jaquez. Whether or not it's they're scared of him getting no playing time or something, I don't see that happening. I mean, Jaime is proven to be, one of the best players. He's a rookie, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, if it wasn't for Wemby and all these other freaks, this dude could be a rookie of the year candidate in my eyes. But yeah, I feel great about this play. Not trying to overglaze the dude or anything, but I do feel great about this play. I mean, he's done it a lot, and he just passes the eye test on a future great NBA player. But yeah, not too much else to say about this. I feel great about the matchup. I'm really not even worried about the over-under because it's Philly versus Miami. It's not going to be a blowout. It's going to be a fun game. So yeah, that's my pick.
All right, guys, that's the 2 we're rolling with. If you're interested in checking out our Discord, there is a link. Sorry, this is okay. Yeah, there's a link in the description of the video. It's about 50 cents a day to join. Yeah, once again, this was just somewhat of a down day for us. Jordan had, some of those esports plays come back through and help us out, or help him out. I didn't get to reap those benefits. I didn't play any esports. But there is a lot of esports going on in our Discord, that's for sure. If you guys want to come check it out, just go through the link in the description of the video, go up to server subscriptions. Once you subscribe, it'll unlock the channels. Hop into community chat, let us know you're new, and we'll show you around. But yeah, that's going to do it for us. But yeah, once again, it was one of those days. We honestly, the last week has been great. We've been Really, I know that all of our video picks, it's not like we just been like on a crazy hot streak or anything, but with the Discord, we find ways to pivot, and we've been doing great lately. So this was just one of those, like you mentioned, a humbling day. We're like, okay, you just got to like shake this one off, keep going.
Yep.
We have another great slate tomorrow. The level of basketball play is just like really going through the roof right now, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's get after this slate, guys. We hope you have a great night, and we'll catch you tomorrow in the Daily Show.
Good luck, guys.